some people might not like jump for joy and be super excited for you right away. They just need some time to process it. Okay, hi everyone.
Hi everyone, I'm Allie.
And I'm Sue.
Welcome back.
Or welcome if you've never been here before.
Or welcome.
Hi. Welcome to our corner of the internet. So we get a lot of messages, mostly on Instagram, asking for advice. We thought that we would
Turn some of those questions into a video.
Okay, so coming out to your friends.
Coming out to your friends.
Okay, I feel like when you're first coming out to your friends, there's a lot of thoughts going through your mind. Like, what if they think you're attracted to them? What if they think you're in love with them? What if they judge you? What if they don't accept you?
When I was coming out, I came out very slow to my friends because I had these worries. They were like different for each friend, I think. So I have a lot of friends that are religious, so that was a big thing for me was, will they not accept me because they're religious? Another big one was, will they like regret all of the times that we had sleepovers? Because I'm a very like loving friend, very cozy friend, and we would sleep over in little twin beds. And I never loved them. Yeah, I would snuggle
You're
my
like
friends.
a very touchy-feely
For
person.
sure, I would snuggle. I would sleep over with all my friends.
Yeah.
And I was worried that they would kind of be like, were you attracted to me that whole time? Like, is that why you're my friend? Are you only my friend because you are attracted to me? Which I know, like, obviously doesn't make sense. The religion was a big one because pretty much all of my friends are religious.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, like, will they think that I'm attracted to them, or will they regret any of the times that we've shared or had, or like think any differently of me, or will they think I love them? Those were my big fears.
But you were also specifically scared about coming out to gay friends. Why?
Yeah, my best friend had come out to me like that year, and I didn't want to tell her, even though she's like the first person I told. I didn't want to tell her because I was like, she's gonna assume that I'm only coming out because like she did and I love her. And so I was really scared. But I think I said that right away. I was like, I don't love you. Just so you know, I don't love you. Biggest fears.
Mine was different. I was just scared that people were going to be homophobic because I remembered every homophobic thing that people had said. But I also had a lot of internalized homophobia. So there was things that I said too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I said things that weren't nice.
About the gays?
Yeah.
Me too. We'll do a whole video on that.
So I remembered everything that my friends said about gay people. Like, for instance, if a friend said, there's this girl from home, oh my god, she just came out and it's totally just for attention. Or, like, that lesbian sex is gross. Like, just anything that they said over the years, I remember. And I was like, well, one time that friend said this, so they totally hate the gay people, and they're gonna hate me. So I was just worried about losing all my friends because I thought they were gonna hate me. And I think I also was worried that they'd think differently of me, that they would not see that I was the same person.
Yeah.
That they'd be like, oh, well, you're different now.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, all of a sudden you've changed.
How my story turned out, though, is they all, because I was like, but you said this one thing that time after I came out to them, and they were like, oh my god, no.
It was probably just about that specific person.
It was, but I'm really, I take things to heart.
You're extra take it to heart.
I do. Yeah, I like internalized everything and like turned it into being about me when it wasn't about me, which is what I do. It ended up being fine, and it wasn't that they were homophobic. They didn't think differently of me. It was mostly just my own fears.
Yeah. But I think like most people probably worried at the start
Oh yeah.
about telling people.
Yeah.
Because you're not, like, you don't know. It could be a bad reaction.
Yeah. Do you have any tips and advice?
Oh, tips and advice.
Tips and advice for coming out to your friends.
I think that I did most of my coming outs on the phone. Some of them don't live here, and some of them I just thought it was easier, I think, on the phone. I feel like I hinted at it a lot before I told people. So, like, that was something that I think made it a little bit less surprising for people.
Right.
Like, it wasn't, like, just out of the blue. Like, I would hint. I would be like, oh, I'm just joking about this thing.
But you're like judging their reaction.
Like I would be like, if this is a funny joke, like over and over joke about stuff. And then I think people like came to learn like, okay, when she does that, she's not joking. Like she needs you to understand without like being said.
One good piece of advice is to come out to your most supportive friends first, or like the person you think will take it the best, because I think if your first reaction is a really horrible one, then it might put you off from telling everyone else and scare you. But I think if you have a really good reaction first, it'll make it easier to know that you have people that support you and know and you can talk to.
That's true. I think that set the stage for me. I
gives
told
you
my
more
cousin,
confidence.
and they were like the best reaction they could have ever got. That really did pave the path for me. It was like, okay, at least there's one person that I know. If no one else, at least I have this one person.
And then also knowing that it might take some time for people. Remember that you've probably been questioning your sexuality and figuring it out for a while. Some people might not like jump for joy and be super excited for you right away. They just need some time to process it.
Yeah. And I think like with any news that's a shock, it would probably be similar. If somebody is like taking a minute, don't write that off as like they hate me. I think like just give them some time. It's about you. It's not about them.
Yeah, keep that in mind when you're coming out in general, that it is not about them. It is.
Yeah, it's about you. I think sometimes people that you're telling forget that. They take it as like, oh, this is something that's going to affect them. But like, no, this is about you. It's not about them. They need to learn to put that away and be there for you.
Yeah, that's really good advice. Wow, wise Wazzy.
I'm a very wise old soul.
And if your friend comes out to you, don't assume that they love you or that they're attracted to you just because they're attracted to the same like to your gender. Like not all lesbians are in love with all women.
No.
Not all gay men are in love with all gay men. Like that's not how it works.
Not at
Bisexual
all.
people aren't in love with everyone.
Everyone.
Like,
no.
It's not all about you, honey.
You would be assuming that you're just like, oh, I'm such a hot commodity.
Do you assume all of like your opposite gender friends are in love with you? Maybe.
That's funny though, because when I first moved in with lesbians, I was like, I think that was one of my fears. I remember being like, what if they love me? And I think Alyssa was like, you beep, fucking idiot. I never knew a lesbian. And I was like, oh, like, it's gonna be weird.
You were guilty of that.
I was like, maybe they're gonna love me.
Maybe you just wanted them to love you.
You know what? I might have.
Okay, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you were able to get some little bit of knowledge out of this.
Yeah,
a little bit of support.
Feel a little less alone.
Yeah.
And you can always message us. I got through our messages.
Good
so
job.
I'm responding on the daily
Whoa.
now. You got to send us email. Send
Send
us
a Zoom.
Email pbskids.org.
Zmail. Zoom.
Zoom. Send us a Zoom.
I was in love with one of the girls on Zoom.
PBS. Caroline. Love ya.
Bye.